Any moment, Kenneth Eugene Smith, a man on Alabama's death row, convicted for the murder for hire of a preacher's wife in 1988. What does that mean? Well, the preacher wanted her killed, and he did it for money, and they busted him, all right? Now, he survived a lethal execution. And they have all of these conversations. You know, we're like, we have like a moral that plays into a legal dilemma here, like a confusion. Well, we want to say it's okay to kill you for your crimes, but then we get all caught up on how to do it because we don't want to make it seem like we're really killing somebody. Some states still have a firing squad. I don't know why anything would be better than that. I certainly would rather have something that's, if I'm going to lose my life, than having someone hook me up with IVs. Who knows how long it takes? This is going to be a mask, and then I'm going to have to breathe and eventually die. I don't know why we get caught up on this as being a better way to do it, but that's what we're doing. And this is the second time that this guy's in the execution room. He was scheduled to be executed by lethal injection 2022. It didn't work. They struggled for an hour to find a second IV line to, insert the deadly cocktail. And he actually spoke about it and what it was like. And this is kind of spooky now, because this man may be dead, and yet here he is speaking about the experience of them trying to kill him. Here it is.
I sat down, couldn't catch my breath. I was shaking like a leaf. I was absolutely alone in a room full of people, and not a one of them tried to help me at all. And I was crying out for help. It was a month or so before I really started to come back to myself. I'm still carrying the trauma from the last time. I'm being treated for PTSD, and I struggle daily. So when I got this date, everybody is telling me that I'm going to suffer. So I'm absolutely terrified.
Now, I'm not as interested in the intrigue of your reaction to his feelings about being afraid or all this, because a lot of that goes to your moral and legal and ethical feelings about what is right as a consequence for what he did with his own free will, which was decide to try to murder somebody. But we get caught up in the manner of how to do this, which doesn't make sense to me. So he's being forced to wear this mask. The air that we breathe is mostly nitrogen, right? However, when you make it all nitrogen, somebody will asphyxiate and die. How long? How does it feel? What does that mean legally? What does it mean morally? These are tough questions. For now, it's been found to be legal, right? Eighth Amendment, cruel and unusual. But I want to bring in an anesthesiologist. We have a reporter in the room who's watching the process. When it ends, and I don't know when that is, I have no idea how this is going to take, and he has a right to make a last statement before they can put the mask on him, so I don't know, but we'll see. I want to bring in an anesthesiologist, okay? He would understand these things. Dr. Joel Zivot. Doc, thank you for joining us in this very macabre situation. But first, let's deal with the practicality of having someone breathe in pure nitrogen. Not so much why it kills you, but how does it kill you?
Well, basically, we require oxygen at all times to live. You know, we don't really reserve, or we can't really store oxygen for use later. So if we're in an environment that is, where all the oxygen is reduced, then we succumb quite quickly. Think of it like a burning candle, with a covered glass on it, that once the oxygen is used in that environment, the candle will extinguish. And we're a bit like that. Whether or not, in this case, whether that's actually going to take place, I think remains to be seen.
Why?
Well, your comment about, the details matter a great deal. In order for execution to be lawful, it has to be conducted in a certain sort of way. It can't be cruel. And because of the nature of, the Alabama Department of Corrections, how they manage their affairs, their practice has been to shroud what they do in secrecy. So we've not been able to really examine, thoroughly exactly what their plan is. We know some of the details, but we don't know all of them.
Have you ever heard of somebody dying from nitrogen asphyxiation, and how does it work? How does it go? Is it fast? Is it painless? Like, what do you know theoretically?
Well, so we know that people can die if they're exposed to pure nitrogen. We know this because of accidents, industrial accidents where people have been exposed. We know for example, in people who have chosen to commit suicide with nitrogen. Now, whether or not any of those people experience their own death as cruel, well, it's kind of moot. You can't ask them because they're dead. So and how long it takes is also, frankly, unclear. Because it's not been used in this way before, so we don't really know.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.